Hey, welcome back to Cannata's in the Kitchen. And does that look familiar? There's a resemblance here.
Okay, do we see exactly what we've done with this menu item? All right, what we've got here is our chocolate chip cookie for Halloween, and we've actually dressed it up as Chef George Caslow with a set of fangs. And somebody asked me who's my dentist today. So we've got this item.
During Halloween, you like rare meat, right?
Exactly.
A little bloody.
Lots of blood.
Chef George and a cookie. Go figure.
Well,
And the spider.
we noticed it now this morning again. Another festive Halloween item we have is the spider Boston cream cake.
Ooh, that looks
But it is a spider. In fact, I'll tell you what we got here. Harry, you're clean, so I won't do it. But is that not beautiful?
That's a good-looking spot.
Festive, Halloween, nice, lean spider, huh?
Cook that baby up with the griots.
There we go. And put it in with the certified Angus beef.
All right, now we're about to add the veggies here, huh?
About ready to add the vegetables, and for y'all, I say lazy, but they're time-conscious people. We have all these diced vegetables already in our produce department, all ready to go. No reason to slave over the stove or slave over a cutting board. I'm cutting all those ready to roll for
So
you.
that's celery, bell pepper.
Celery, onions, bell pepper. I add some fresh green onions to it. Again, cook those down to the translucent. Again, magic of television, we kind of progress a little further along. Once they cook down, you want to go ahead and add your beef, chicken, or even vegetable broth. Again, beef is going to give you a little bit bolder flavor. And then we're going to go with the diced tomatoes.
So you're putting broth in that.
Right.
Okay.
It's going to build, again, flavor.
Right.
It's going to build it.
Stock, very
The
good.
stock, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's over here.
All right, you see the translucent vegetables, the way they're starting to be almost able to be seen through?
Right.
Okay, and that's what Tony was meaning by translucent. There he goes. He's going to finish up
A little bit of
with
mushrooms.
some of his other vegetables.
Again, a little bit of beef stock.
Beef stock.
Stock or broth, either
Broth.
one.
Okay.
In this case, we're using stock.
Again, same thing. It's going to have to cook down, 3 to 4 hours, but just a basic of how simple it is. I mean, even if you want to go to a crock pot meal,
Right. Oh, right. And just cook it overnight.
just cook it overnight and real slow, low and slow.
And that's about 10 to 15 minutes just to get it to this point.
Next point. Then you transition.
You can go right into the crock
Into
pot
the
if you
pot,
like.
right.
Or here, of course, we prefer our cast
Cast
iron.
iron, which is more traditional Louisiana.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. In fact, let me get a couple of, there we go. Let's say, let me get a couple of tomatoes.
Cook these down. Again, that's going to give you that deep, rich color, the flavor of the tomatoes, the freshness. You can either do it fresh, fresh off the vine tomatoes that we carry in produce, or, again, canned tomatoes these days are just as good.
Skinless, seedless, peeled plum tomatoes is what Tony's referring to as far as a canned tomato. See, very often they're at their peak of sweetness. A tomato is picked at its peak of sweetness when it's canned.
I see.
So if you've ever had a tomato that doesn't taste really sweet, or you've ever made a sauce and it doesn't taste really sweet, and you've had to add a little sugar to make the dish complete, you're better off using a canned tomato, as Tony mentioned.
Okay. And that way it ensures the peak picking time.
Correct.
Exactly, and the peak sweetness in the tomato.
I see.
And again, after that cooks down 3 to 4 hours,
Ooh,
this is what you come out with.
looky there.
Beautiful, deep, rich, full of flavor. Again, low and slow. You don't want to crank that fire on high and let it...
Low and slow.
Low.
Now you need a little time. And, all right, this would be a perfect crock pot meal.
Perfect.
Cool, look at that.
And you get 2 traditional serving methods. You do typically a brunch or even just a lunch or a breakfast item. One of the serving suggestions is going to be over grits, either regular grits or cheese grits. but just something real simple. You want to get all that beef flavor, all your mushrooms, all your vegetables.
Griots and grits. Yeah, you can see something like that on a white tablecloth restaurant in New Orleans, right?
Dallas Bars.
Right.
You see griots and grits.
Go ahead and like this.
Got to wear your jacket, though.
Jacket requested. Yes. You can't say required anymore, so jacket requested.
Oh, look at that.
Try eating that for breakfast. And also,
Now, you see, you could go work now.
You can go work.
That's a hearty meal, right?
And he made a very good point that this is very good breakfast food. Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent point. You can also use, let me point out, yellow grits.
Right.
Okay. And here we go using long grain rice as a bed for the griots.
Nice.
go ahead and move out the way.
Boy, that looks great. Boy, it smells good. But I see what you're talking about.
Deep, rich flavor.
Good onions, good tomatoes.
You can actually smell the protein in this dish, and it's just a beautiful dish. We've got a Cabernet Sauvignon wine to go with it. We've really got some beautiful foods this week over at the store. Come down, take a look. My suggestion is to use the certified Angus beef,
Right.
beef cubes. What do you got to say about this dish? What else?
Again, from fancy to the simpler people. I mean, it's I guess stand the test of time. I mean, from I guess the 1800s to now. And
Right.
again, high end. And you can't go to a ladies' tea party without serving griots and grits.
Boy, I'm telling you, it looks
Budget friendly.
great. Budget
very
friendly.
friendly.
And you can, like I say, go anywhere you want with your meat that you go in there, and it works just as well either way. Because
Budget friendly.
that time and cook it good. Okay, red wine. If you're eating this at night, don't go to work. You know, don't go in any machinery after you have wine. And a great Audubon.
A great autumn floral arrangement that Dana
Not
sent
Audubon.
us.
Right.
And she's actually doing another catering event.
Right.
Because you know we do quite a bit of catering at our store. And also off-premise catering.
Right. And they can always go to the website. Of course, you can always see how to make this. This is a little time-consuming, so yeah, get it down and then you know, watch it. But this recipe and more always at cannatas.com, or you can watch the segments on YouTube. You can either go through the link at Cannata's, or you can go through the link here at htv10.tv. Check it out, because this does, again, this is not just coming home after work and fixing this up. This is a great Sunday brunch.
Right.
Beautiful.
All right, well, guys, sure appreciate it, man. And all the stuff looks great. And Cannata's, you can always find all this food and all this ready to go at a great, reasonable price, and certified Angus beef, right?
Certified Angus beef.
All right, Georgie, thank you, man.
Harry,
appreciate
thanks
it.
so much tonight.
Tone, appreciate it, man.
you.
Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time on Cannata's in the Kitchen.
Great week, everybody.